tubers, tubettes, and of course crazy people. Don't tell anybody, but I have a super secret special guest on the channel today. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but when you watch this video, you're going to get all kinds of cool information about what's going on in Dumageddon, the new things that are going on to help the kids. I'm not going to tell you who it is. I want it to be a total surprise. So hang in there, and in just a minute, I'll be back with my super secret guest. All right, boys and girls, as promised in the introduction, I am here with the infamous Goldfinger, and I already know that going into this is probably the last time I'll get an opportunity to talk.
That's right.
All right, so without further ado, take it away, Goldfinger.
Hello, everybody. How are you? Good to see you again. I survived my accident of going into a hole before the entrance of a store. Hurt my ankle, shoulder. I guess we'll talk about that first.
Like I said, this is, you know.
No, come on.
I know what happened. You walked into. Don't name the store.
No.
We don't want to get in trouble.
But I'm returning a package from Ozada, and I have this big top box I'm returning. Okay, but the top box is not in a box. It's just in plastic wrap. Okay, but that's the way they ship things here. They don't always have cardboard out of China. Anyway, so I'm returning this huge top box because it was too small, actually, even though it was huge. And I walking into the store that returns it, and they have about a 6 to 8 inch opening right at the balcony of the store. Yeah, it was like a square rectangle, like 2 loaves of bread type of thing. It was ridiculous, and I didn't see it because I'm walking with the package in front of me, and I'm looking beyond. Person's opens the door, so I hurry to get in. I'm wasting air conditioner. And as I rush to go in, one foot goes down, my right foot goes down and gets twisted because my left foot hit the concrete on the other side and took me down. And I crushed the top box.
Like a sack of potatoes.
It was gone. and I can hear it crack, okay? But it saved my head from hitting the cement. So, you know, they don't
So is this thing like a pothole? I'm trying to envision it.
No, it's actually just, I don't know.
Is it supposed to be there, or no? It's accidental.
It's not accidental. They designed it that way.
Oh, they designed it that way.
I guess so that water won't go into the store.
Oh, I see.
So they made a trough in front of the.
Yeah.
It's a rectangular trough in the concrete, and so.
I am going to interrupt you.
Yeah.
It's not. I've said it 1,000 times before. Number one. I've always been clumsy ever since I was a kid. And right now, I'm approaching 70. I've had vertigo since I was 30. So I'm always off balance. And my poor wife, she's got one hand on me, keeping me from swinging back and forth. But there's a lot of uneven surfaces here to begin with. It's really easy for me to trip. I did it the other day. We went to that Wonder Mall, the new Wonder Mall.
Yeah.
And coming out of the back, there's this curb that's not painted yellow. And so when I was walking, all of a sudden, one foot went down and the other one went up.
Yeah.
And that's the fastest way for me to yank the bottom of my back out. You know, the
ankle,
lumbar thing. So you had to go to the hospital.
I had to go to the hospital. Now, in the States, they'd have had a grate on top of it, okay?
Right.
But here, they don't do that.
No.
They don't have grates so that water could go in and then you would have a flat surface.
And
they just make a trough. I mean, it's no big deal. But I didn't expect it, and I didn't see it. And so the guy, as I'm trying to recover off the floor, they had taken the package away, okay, and they said, sit down. They're giving me a glass of water, and he hands me the ticket because they already stamped it to go back. I guarantee that box is not going back in one piece, okay? And then I'm a little dazed, okay? And I thought everything's fine, but a few hours later, my leg's swelling up big time. My shoulder's hurting. I took a couple aspirin. I rode my bike home. I was having trouble on the scooter going home, and when I got back, and Carolyn says, "Oh no, you're going to the hospital."
Carolyn being his fiance.
My fiance is Carolyn. And so we took her. That's another story. We took the e-cart.
Yeah, tell them folks about what an e-cart is.
Well, Carolyn rents scooters and e-carts. An e-cart's an electric cart, 4 wheels, a cute little red thing. I don't know, maybe something. But she rents those out, and that's the only vehicle we have other than scooters. Okay, and I am not going to be able to hold this arm with swollen up my legs. There's no way I'm going on a bike. And the only other way is an ambulance says, "Oh no, hop in the e-cart." Well, that e-cart is a rock and roll adventure. Okay, they have small wheels.
So So she's driving this thing.
But I was in pain. I took.
Well, wait a minute. I'm trying to get a visual. She's
she
driving
drove,
this thing.
and I'm in the back.
And you're sitting in the back. Now,
Yeah.
that's a video in and of itself. I would like to have that. Just the picture of his girl
And I'm just
driving
like,
him
let's
to
just
the
get there.
hospital
And
in
they make
an
a big
e-car.
deal.
And how fast was it going? About 10 miles an hour or something like that?
Let's see, kilometers. So I don't know what it is. And I've already been acclimated to the metric
Oh,
system.
have you? Good for you.
So it could go up to about 45 kilometers. I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
miles. But it's
like 30 miles
Let
an
me
hour.
explain that the petty cars were passing us, blowing their horn and passing us. And then I started laughing hard when the bicycle passed us.
A
Okay?
guy riding a regular bike?
Bicycle, a kid riding a bike past us. And it's like, oh my God, I should have called it that. It's okay. So anyway, we
So you
get
made
there.
it to the hospital.
Made it to the hospital, and they took all kinds of x-rays, and they wanted to make sure nothing was broken or fractured. And as it turned out, nothing was. And all he did was a cold compress and a compression bandage.
Ice,
and,
baby, ice.
Lots of ice. And
Ice,
they said,
ice, baby.
go home and rest, relax, don't walk, don't be doing any swimming or exercises. And I had a physical therapy and blah, blah, blah. But the story behind the whole thing is that I had Pacific Cross insurance.
I knew there was a buildup to
Yeah,
this.
there
I
was a
knew
buildup.
there was.
And I
I
have a
knew we were
card.
going to sell something
I have a
here.
card that has Pacific.
You got any blenders or washing machines that we're going to be offering for half price soon?
So-
No? Okay.
So I got that from
So
Michael
he's a
Onstead.
big proponent for Pacific Cross
I like
Insurance.
Pacific Cross. Okay.
All right, and Michael Onstead.
Michael
So
Onstead.
Michael
This is
Onstead,
the card.
you're getting your shout out here on the Old Dog
that-
channel.
Anyway.
There's Michael Onstead. We'll put a link to him or his number or something.
He sells the insurance here. Basically, for $1 million peso policy, and it's $1 million per year, they'll cover 100% coverage. And when I showed them the card, I didn't basically have to put anything out. They took the card, they billed Pacific Cross. They couldn't bill until the next day because it was after 10 o'clock at night when I got finished with all the x-rays, and their billing department went home, but they kept the card, billed it in the morning, Pacific Cross approved it, and it cost me nothing. So, and it wasn't a fortune. It was a little over 5,000 pesos, which is $100
bucks.
But for all the x-rays. But they also make a report and everything else.
You know, that in
Insurance-
and of itself is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, I self-insure, but if you think about having, would you have x-rays, a doctor visit,
13 x-rays, a doctor's
13
visit.
x-rays,
Yeah.
a doctor, all that
Included
hoopla,
included the ice bags, the bandages, the medication, everything was covered.
and they analyzed the x-rays?
Yeah, a doctor had to come back and look at the x-rays,
So doctor,
make a report.
$100.
Yeah,
I
well,
mean,
it's
think
pretty
about that.
inexpensive here.
Think about that in the States. I wonder what that would run in the States,
Thousands.
man.
Thousands.
Right?
Yeah.
Or
Thousands.
anyway.
And it was like $90.
The Canadians like to tell me they get it all for free, but they got to wait 3 months. You got right in.
And you don't have to make, I was an emergency, but here, when you go to see a doctor, you just walk in. There's no,
That is true.
There's no reservations.
That's true. You just roll
And
in.
you can see a doctor for prescription or anything for $5. So it's like,
5 to 10.
Yeah.
You can go see a doctor.
Yeah.
You do roll in. You might get lucky and be the only person there, or you
may have to
may
wait.
have to sit there for 3 hours.
Yeah, so these
and
13
it's a
extras.
hit or miss proposition.
Yeah.
My wife and I, we have had the same general practitioner forever. In fact, you know Joe Spiceland?
Yeah.
He called me this morning. That's one reason I'm late. I had to text him the name of my physician because he wants to have a GP.
oh, okay.
So you're going on about this Pacific Cross.
That was good. It
You're
all worked
happy.
out.
What's your premium per month for $1 million pesos?
It costs me $90 US a month for $1 million peso policy with no deductible.
With no
and
deduct-
you could travel. So if I had needed a surgery and I could wait, okay, you can go to Thailand and they'll cover you and a person to assist with you, your hotel, your travel, and you can have the procedure done in Thailand as well. So, but if you have a stroke or a heart attack, it'll cover that. Okay, it's less than $1 million pesos.
What about pre-existing conditions?
Well, naturally, there's exclusions.
There is exclusion.
There are exclusions.
Because I ran into a guy yesterday at dinner who talked to me. You and I went to dinner for a birthday thing. And he came up to me and said that he was doing his knees. He's got Pacific Cross, but they won't cover him because
yes,
of it being a pre-existing condition.
Well,
So-
usually just a list of pre-existing condition. Like if you had a stroke or heart attack, they're not going to cover you again. If you're
So I've had a heart attack in my history, so they wouldn't cover that.
no.
Okay. But I haven't had a stroke, so they would cover that. But now I have a history now that I found out that of thick blood. I have overly thick blood, which could clot and cause. I guess I would have to talk to this Michael guy.
You'd have to come to Michael because, see, I don't know how to say this delicately. Basically, they don't test you or anything, okay, to insure you.
Yeah.
They go on by what you tell them.
Oh.
So it's best to tell them only what's necessary.
Okay. We got that done. What else is going on?
What else? Okay,
Usually you're doing something philanthropy.
Yeah.
Philanthropy work.
What am I doing philanthropy? I can't remember now.
Huh? You're working with the kiddies, aren't
Yeah,
you?
it's always.
All right. Well, the helmets for noggins or whatever we called it, that didn't go so
Yeah,
well.
we kind of.
We gave away a lot, or he gave away,
However,
the community, I should say, gave away a whole bunch of helmets to a
Thousands.
whole bunch of kids.
They are changing the
Occasionally
law.
they're being seen, but we or you or you're much more invested in it than I am because I just go there and film it.
It's going to come back. And the reason being is they've changed the laws, and now they're finding people that have children riding as passengers or their wives or girlfriend or whatever who do not have helmets, okay? They're requiring helmets on everybody. Because of that, and because the fines are coming out, helmets are going to come back, and people are going to love to have free helmets, naturally. Especially, I just do the children, I don't do
Right,
the adults,
right.
But it's going to come back because they're enforcing now a law that was already in place.
Well, you have a real heart for kids anyway.
I do everything
And
for
you
kids.
really do. Because and this is no bullshit. I'll just go ahead and swear on my channel here. I've been to his house where him and his fiance are feeding the neighborhood kids. And we don't film it, we don't announce it, we don't make a big deal out of it. But I have observed, May and I have participated, we've gone. Not only do they cook for what, a dozen to 2 dozen kids?
40 to 50.
40 to 50 kids. They set up tables. His fiance is
Great cook.
very smart, and she does, guess what? There's no such thing as a free lunch, is there? At the end of the lunch, she does a little lesson with them.
That's right.
And because she does teaching. So she'll help them with their English, words, animals. And I was watching it. And I was fascinated because I was able to pick out the really smart kids.
Oh, some are sharp.
And some of them are like, that's like Elon Musk level right there. You know, this one little girl, she was the one, she was on it. And I told her, I said, you're really smart. And she said, thank you very much, sir. English perfect. What was she, 6, 7 years old, something like that? I don't know.
Their kids are smart here, but they're also very, very sweet. And they're not, unfortunately, they're not like the kids in the USA. They're very respectful, very sweet.
They are.
So what we were doing was, the last time I spoke, we were doing the computer classroom setup.
Okay.
I have everything I need at this point. We're going to set it up. We've moved the date forward because I have everything. So December 6th, we'll have you filmed.
Okay.
And we have 24 10-inch tablets with high RAM, high ROM, whole bit, all tied to a laptop to the teacher by Wi-Fi. Every tablet has a keyboard and a mouse.
Okay.
Okay, and a touch screen.
Okay.
And so does the teacher. And then we have a 75-inch large screen, a TV mounted up on the up above, so all the kids can see it. And we have a complete classroom just for this.
And so this latest drive, was filmed 2 months ago. You and I got together.
Yeah, it's been a
we
while.
talked about this about 2 months ago, since you've been on the channel, and you mentioned this, right?
Great outpouring. People
And
really
so
helped.
you have some shout outs because
I do.
after 2 months, he not only was able to accomplish the goal, but you were able to move it forward.
Yep.
And these are up-to-date modern tablets for the kids in the classroom, help accelerate their learning experience, help them become computer literate, big TV for the teacher
we went
to
from
put
a
up.
65 to a 75-inch.
75-inch TV, and the teacher has control at the desk.
They can put them
of
all up
everything.
he could watch them on his laptop, and he could put them up on the screen. And then we also got a cabinet to secure everything, a lockable cabinet with a lock, so they can put everything away each night. So
Okay.
it's secure.
So all
And
these
we got
tablets are
a laser
secure.
printer, a laser printer,
Wow.
nice one. all Wi-Fi, nice one, and it's you're going to see it, and just a couple weeks from now.
All right, awesome.
But it's going to be nice, and electrical. I put electrical down the table.
So you got some shout outs.
I do have some shout outs.
I see it on his phone over here.
Yeah, because there's some people that went up and out of their
Over
way.
and above.
Over and above. So Paul, Connell, and Vicky.
Okay.
John Barr has helped in the past quite a bit. Lawrence Rice. Lawrence is our friend here in the Philippines. Did we get him?
Mm-hmm.
Barry Barnaby, Paul O'Sullivan, Forrest Landrum, Anna and Melanor Goal, Kelly Bell, which is, we got to have him on the channel.
Kelly Bell just messaged me last night and asked me if I was alive. Which we won't get into. And I said, story. Quit bothering me. I'm writing my eulogy. Boy, am I a nice guy.
Kelly Bell, so
no, but we're going to have Kelly on the channel here. I don't think he's camera shy.
No.
And he's a cool guy, and he's a funny man.
Two more.
And I've known Kelly since I got here.
Vincent Steiner was a big help, and so was Michael Onstead, actually. Michael Onstead of Pacific Cross had donated twice for it. So
okay.
And quite a bit. So he had helped quite a bit with me to get everything secured. We got it all secured. And
now, one thing I want to emphasize here is that this is not via me. This is via Goldfinger. If you want to support his cause, you're going to contact Goldfinger.
And the way to contact
And the way I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, like I said, I can never talk on my own freaking channel. Jesus.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to complete a sentence here. I'm going to put his email up right now. I'm going to have May do it because I don't know how. But we're going to run this through some kind of computer thing that she's got on her phone or my phone. And it's going to put Goldfinger the Goldman 1 at Gmail, and it's going to run right now. And I'm pointing my finger so I know where to tell May to put that.
Right.
Okay. And then it's going to run. And then at the end of this video, once everything gets done and before I throw it into the computer, and I'm going to launch it tonight being Sunday. We actually videotaped this yesterday, didn't we?
Tonight. We did. It didn't work out.
And it didn't work out. We had technical issues with the microphone, so we've had to, this is the second time of us doing this video. So anyway, we're going to give you all the contact information, and let's go over now what I know you love to talk about more than anything, and that's your ebook.
Yeah, because if they send me an email, they get a free ebook full of content for newbies. So it'll tell you what you need to bring, what you need to do, what you should expect, and even in the first 3 months, what you need to do. And basically, it's good for all of Philippines. There is some content specific to Dumaguetes, like restaurants, hotels, but most of it has to do with everything in the Philippines, with the Bureau of Immigration, with licensing, with motorbikes, with certain rules, regulations. The girls, there's a whole 2 chapters on that. How to meet a Filipina, and an introduction of what I do. And so it'll give you a roundabout information of Philippines. It's very, very complete. I've been working on it for months.
Now, how many of those have you given out?
Thousands.
Now, one thing I want to emphasize here is a lot of guys watch YouTube, like my channel and other channels and all this other stuff, and that's great. And they're looking for information. Yeah. They're interested in budgets. They're interested in transportation. They're interested in how do I rent an apartment? How do I get a motorcycle? How do I do this? How do I do that? I won't litany the entire video with all the examples. However, that's pretty much, and it's constantly being updated.
Right.
And so that is what's in the ebook. Now, how much do you charge for this ebook?
It's free.
I can't believe
it. It's free. That's the best
And if you
part.
order now, do you get 2 for 1?
Yeah, you get a toaster.
And so you get a free ebook.
Free.
In the ebook, it will help you with things like rentals, where to get a scooter, just knucklehead stuff. I mean, that we get asked all the time. I get messaged all the time, and it's something that you can just download for free.
Yep.
And then you hopefully, if you have any questions, how to transfer money, open a bank account.
Yeah, all that stuff.
It's been compiled over the years that you've lived here now.
I have a lot of questions.
All the questions that people have asked.
Bringing a pet over.
And it's made my life simple because people will message me and say, hey, Paul, how do I do this? And I go, that's easy to answer. go read this ebook, and I send them the link to your ebook.
Yeah.
And then they still ask questions.
Yeah, of course. That's okay. They can ask me questions. I have my, obviously you'll have my email address, but I have my Facebook. You can friend me on Facebook. I have my phone number there. And then I have some funds left over. So with the funds left over, I have a couple choices now. So first thing is that I met a guy from Amazon who came here. He noticed I was buying multiples of these tablets, okay? And he was watching, I guess he watched 2 months ago and he was talking about it. And when I was ordering the tablets, they stopped me from ordering because they're saying it's a duplication of orders, duplicated orders. So I had to have other people order it, but they all went to the same address. So anyway, he came over here and he was visiting because he's planning on retiring, but he's at upper echelon in Amazon.
He's a big kahuna.
He is a big spoon. So he said, hey, would you be interested in tablets for tots, for children? And I said, well, yeah, maybe. I mean, So he sent me some of these. It comes in a box.
Look at here.
Kitty's box. Screensaver.
We have visual aids and everything in this video. And it doesn't get any better.
They come in different colors: blue, pink, and green. Okay. I always, whenever I do anything, give anything away, I always put on it, donated by the Expats of Dumageddon, right on the back. I don't know if you can see. I guess it's probably backwards, but
probably backwards because we're in selfie mode. But it says the Expats of Dumageddon.
They're all kinds of preloaded young children, 2 to 6-year-old. Okay, this is
not internet connected, right?
No, it's already preloaded. Now they can connect to the Wi-Fi, okay, but there's parental controls.
Okay.
So you can block that.
So I worry about the kids of the internet and all the stuff that's out there.
They do have a camera on the back right here.
I worry about that too.
But that's all could be controlled by the parent.
Okay, so the parent can put parental controls on there because we don't want the kids taking selfies and sending them to people and getting on the internet and all that happy stuff. That's bad. But what they have on there is for little kids.
Yeah,
it's games, but they're educational games.
And they've got goofy little characters, and they have fun. So they go, yay, yay, with balloons and sparkles and fireworks. Cute. Okay, it's cute.
But it's educational.
Educational at the same time. Okay?
There's the key.
You have to match shapes and colors, as well as words and instruments. You have to name things that actually ask you to name instruments or name countries.
Isn't that what they used to do, like on Sesame Street?
Yes.
I mean, I never watched that, but
it's fun.
Okay.
That's everything is but whatever. Now the beauty of it is, he sent me these 3. They sell on Amazon, and they have a battery they charge. They come with a charger. They sell for about $45 each. Okay. He had given me the contact in China.
Okay.
He let China know it's a donation.
Okay.
He supports it.
Okay.
His word is like God over there because they order a lot of things from China.
Well, yeah. It's Amazon. He's calling them.
I can get these for 600 pesos each, delivered free.
That's $10.
$10 each.
Delivered free.
And they're 32 gigabytes of RAM and 64 gigabytes of memory, which is quite a bit on a 7-inch. Now this is not what I'm doing at the school.
Right. This is something the kids can take home and they can play.
Not for the school. The one in the school is bigger. You'll see that it's a 10-inch, and it's got a lot more RAM and ROM than this, and it's got a keyboard, it's got a mouse, it's got a...
That's a classroom thing. Yeah, this is more of a at-home, do something in your free time.
But I have a question.
But if you're going to be jacking around with a gadget, at least it's educational. Am I hearing you correctly?
Yeah, it's like a preschool. It's
okay.
Pretty much preschool stuff. It's, like I said, 2 to 6
Well, I don't know how
years
you can't get behind that.
But it's for individual children.
Right.
Okay? Versus a whole school.
True.
Now, when I do a classroom, we'll have 500 students, and they'll have different grades, and the laptops have all different grade level information on there.
And those just stay in the classroom.
And they stay there.
And then, so as the kids circulate in, they just change it over to grade 1, grade 5, grade 6, whatever. Okay.
It's not just one set of kids. It's It's every level, every age level.
And this is going out individually.
Right.
So the question is,
which one should we do?
Okay, so that's for you guys.
Because this is such a great deal, but the problem is, obviously, even if let's say they're $10 a piece, I have to buy them by the 100. Okay, and it adds up.
Yep.
It adds up. So what was that, $1,000? Okay, and so and it took to do the classroom. I'm going to have to use my calculator, but it was 360,000 pesos.
Okay.
What the hell is that in money?
And that was what the shout out was for, because those people assisted you over and above. Now remember this.
That was $6,200.
Anybody that wants to participate in this, you don't contact me. You contact him, and I'm going to give you all of his contact information in the description. I just
you don't want to answer any questions.
No, it's not the questions. I don't want to deal with any. I don't participate any help or assistance that people like to participate in. Okay. Now you got feathers over there. What the hell's that all about?
Oh, wait.
Okay,
so
what?
I have a question though.
Yeah.
Which one do they want me to do? Because it was 6,000, just a little over 6,000 to set up a whole classroom. Okay. And basically, I could buy 600 of these.
Okay.
Okay. And if I pass out 600, it'll be the dollars. Maybe they want to do both. I don't know, but I want them to give me a feedback what they think. With the classroom I can't do everything.
Okay.
There's a limit of how much people are willing to help.
So here's what my suggestion is number one, you can, in the comments section, maybe you can just say, I support the classroom stuff, or I support these deals
or maybe
here.
a little of each. I don't know, but kind of give me a...
What you guys, well, we're asking you guys, because we want you to be included in this.
Well, there are.
And you know what? The more eyes and the more minds that are involved in these decisions, the better. So working as a group, working as a collective, if we can get the input from you as to what you think is the most effective way to help the kids here in a developing country reach their educational goals. That's what we're looking for here.
It's all about
and you guys are smart. Some of you more than others.
There's another project coming up, by the way.
I knew it wouldn't end there.
Danny, one of the, and
Danny
I still call it
my boy Danny.
Which I'll still use the term real expats, because real expats make a difference here. They're not here to just get drunk and stupid.
Right.
Okay, so I still feel there's real expats and then there's expats. Okay, so Danny is one of those real expats, and he came up with a great idea of putting fans in a classroom.
And I let Danny down because I went out there to film it, and the whole thing came up wackadoodle, and I couldn't show it on my channel.
I supported him. I helped him. He got funding also, and I was there putting them together, and we put in around 24 fans in actually more than that, in all the classrooms. It was 2 in every classroom. And it was a great idea because the classrooms here in the summertime, they don't have any kind of air conditioning. And honestly, we don't have a winter here. It's warm. Okay?
Right.
It's either warm or it's miserable. Okay, that's your 2 choices. Okay? It's warm or it's miserable. So on the miserable days, we use the fans. Okay. Now I was concerned that the classroom wouldn't use the fans because they use electricity, but in checking on it, and it's been several months, they are using the fans. Okay, and it worked out. And we used fans that were whisper quiet, so they wouldn't make too much noise. And they wrote, they whatever you call it, rotate, whatever.
So we've got fans, we've got tablets, and we've got...
So I want to continue with that also this coming year.
All right.
Fans in classrooms. It was a great idea. He did it for one school, but he's not going to carry it on anymore. He says
it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
And you had to put all those fans together.
Well, there was like 12 of us to help. There was quite a few of us to help.
We were there. I didn't help very much.
So then a while back, I had a guy. What was his name now?
He wrote you a cool letter.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, in fact,
what was his name?
The last video, was it the last video that we did together or the one before? I can't remember. But
he did another letter.
But we did a video a couple of months ago which prompted all the participation in helping the kids here. And then we did a video that I called X-rated, or I gave a parental warning on, because hold on, we got people walking by, and there's no such thing as a quiet Filipino. Everybody has to talk, Filipina and Filipinos. All right, so okay, they're gone.
What was his name?
So this dude wrote you an email, and I read it, or you read it out loud on my channel, and I actually put adults only, XXX, on the video, on the thumbnail. to let
was
people
Peter.
know
His name
that
was
you
Peter.
don't. Yeah, Peter. That's got to
that's
be
right.
made up. And so.
Oh, he wrote me again. I'm not
And then we
reading
got
these
another
anymore.
one,
Oh, yeah, I'm
and
not reading it.
and we were
I had 2
curious.
letters, he
We
had a third.
honestly didn't know if this guy was for real or for not, and we were 50-50.
Yeah.
And then when he wrote you, and when you read the letter,
Right.
it got demonetized. It got taken by Google. Google said, by the way, there's nobody wants to advertise on this video. And I said, that's no problem. So anyway, that's a freebie
But your
for
followers
you.
followed up on that.
But they followed up on it. And it had to do with a swing and feathers. And it was of a sexual nature. So we had somebody...
We have the extendable type, okay?
We had
To
someone
reach far.
watch that video and decided to accommodate Goldfinger with
They sent me another
feather
one.
dusters.
And yet they sent me a real feather one, too. This one, I think, came from Australia.
So just
they're
so you know,
feathers.
once this video's over, we're going to find a quiet place and dust each other off for a while.
So, you wish. So, anyway, so...
That makes a real poor visual, doesn't it?
Don't even go there. I wouldn't have gone there. Anyway, so what else do we have?
That's it.
No, it can't be. There was something else, but I don't remember. We did this video a second time now. I can't remember.
I know. We did talk a lot of
We went
stuff.
through this faster than the first one.
Yeah, we did.
We're getting better at this. We went 30 minutes instead of 45. So
Well, that's good. That's enough. That's enough.
So
So
let me
the
know-
bottom line is, kids, is that Goldfinger here is still rounding the troops up. He's still circling the wagons.
Yeah.
He's working his ass off. I will tell you this. This man, when I talk to him, I go, what are you doing? He says, I'm on the computer. I'm on my phone. I'm answering questions.
I get a
I'm
lot.
sending ebooks. We go out to dinner. More people walk up to him now than me, which is a relief.
No, the other day, I'm standing right next to him, and a guy comes up to me, and he says, oh, Goldfinger, I want to give you something for the kids. And it never even acknowledged
Never
you.
even said hello, and it was in my front yard. The guy came to my house. Goldfinger pulled in. This dude walks up, hands him some sort of something,
Yeah.
and doesn't even say hi, Paul. He just talked. He was excited to see
And
Goldfinger.
Paul's going, well, where's my house?
Yeah, where's the love? Oh well.
It's kind of funny. I always laugh because when Paul and I are together, we meet somewhere. We want to see when the person's walking up. We can see them, when they're walking up. We're going, which one is he going for? Which one's going to get the handshake first? I want to see. I love what.
Well, when I went for
like,
coffee, I met a guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So did I. So.
Yeah, of course.
So we both get acknowledgement, which is kind of funny because it's Paul's channel. And no, I'm not starting my own channel.
Oh, that's right. People are always grinding me to tell you to start a channel.
No, we're a team.
And we do have something up our sleeve, but we're not going to talk
We're not going
about.
to talk about. He's telling me. He's actually telling me, not you. We're not going to talk about.
Yeah.
I got the message.
He'd love to just.
But something's coming up. We'll be doing something cool.
In the future.
Start next year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the future. Something we both wanted to do.
Yeah.
Something I actually tried to do with someone else, and that went, down
There'll have to be
like
a surprise. Maybe the next
plane
time
on fire.
we can announce it when we're ready to actually.
Well, I think what we'll do is we'll do it, and then we'll have a big celebration.
Yeah.
And we'll get some other vloggers involved, and we'll try to promote it as much as possible.
Now we're having. I'll say Happy Thanksgiving to
Oh,
everybody.
happy Thanksgiving, guys!
Yeah, I'm having all the vloggers at my house tonight for Thanksgiving. We're gonna have a big.
I'll leave my
we
camera
have
at home.
We found turkeys. You record if you want.
No, I don't want to.
We actually found turkeys with stuffing here, and I have 4 of them coming. And also ordered pancit and chicken, and of course you have to have lechon.
And you got to have rice.
And always there has to be rice. And so.
So that's that at Goldfinger's at 5 o'clock if you want to come.
Yeah.
Only this
I'm on a
video's
plane.
coming out at 9 o'clock, so
Good luck.
I think we're safe.
I'm doing it a little early because it's Sunday. But they actually do have a couple restaurants in town that are going to be having a Thanksgiving on Thursday.
Yeah, and on that day, just so we can talk about me for 1 second,
Yeah.
I'm having my other eye done
Oh, okay.
on Thanksgiving. That's when my other cataract gets
Mr.
done.
Incognito.
I have been Mr. Hospital this month.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
I've been all these
You've
kinds
been
of
sick and
tests.
everything.
I've been declared dead a couple times by
Yes.
some people.
Yes, we have a blogger that declared him dead.
I've had people message me, "Are you okay?" And I am. So thank you for asking. I'm having a lot of tests being run right now to see what condition my condition is in. But so far, so good. We're cool. Everything's cool.
Thank you for the cool.
Thanks so much for the feather dusters. I mean, you have no idea. This is like a dream come true.
Oh my God, that story was so bad.
I will. Should I put a link to that video?
You can if you.
I will. I'll
Yeah.
put a link to the feather duster
was funny.
video
It was
because
funny.
it's adults only. Let me just tell you that. It's like rated X. I made it very clear that, I don't think
And you
there's
know,
any
I'm gonna
commercials
tell you-
on it. You can watch it commercial free because Google said there's no way anybody's going to advertise on this thing.
I get a lot of people that send me very long emails
Yeah.
on similar things. Okay, I'm going to start saving. I'm warning you. I'm going to start saving them, and later on, I'm going to start reading them. So you better start keeping it clean and limiting it.
I think we will do that. You know, we'll dip into the old mailbag video.
Yeah.
I've seen other vloggers do that. They go, "Hey, let's dip into the mailbag."
Yeah.
And I've never done that.
I've had some wild
except
ones.
for that one we wrote.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, that would be fun. Let's just go hijack. Let's plagiarize all these other people, and we'll do a mailbag video. And we'll read some of the emails, some of the funny ones, some of the good ones,
I
some of the
forward a
sad
couple
ones.
to you. I don't know if you read it.
I get them all the time. Yeah, you
Yeah.
did. Yeah, I read the ones you forward to me because they're
They're
always
long.
really
I mean,
special.
long, a whole life story long.
Well, you know you're in trouble when it starts off with me or I, or back in
I was born in.
yeah, in 1962, and then
And then
it goes.
when I
It
got
comes to
married,
present
and then
day.
I went to service, and I was blah blah blah. I was stationed over here. And, oh my God, you guys! I don't have time for all those long stories. Read the ebook. The information is in there.
It's there.
People will ask me questions by email, and the answers are in the ebook. And what I tell them is, you didn't read the ebook. So if you don't read the ebook, I don't have time, and that's why I created the ebook. I don't have time to answer all those questions. There's thousands of people that want to leave their country, especially the U.S., Canada, Europe, Australia. They're not happy, especially before the election. But even after the election, it was an interesting story, actually. A guy was trying to sell his house in Florida, and he listed it 2 months before the election in the U.S.
Okay.
Couldn't get anybody to make an offer.
Okay.
And he kept saying he'd been contacting me for over a year. He wanted to come here. I told him, you're taking a big risk by waiting. Okay, sell your house. Okay, if you really want to do it, sell your house. Well, he couldn't get any offers.
Okay.
The minute Trump got elected, he got 4 offers.
Really?
Yeah, and it was like crazy.
What did he attribute that to?
People felt more comfortable, I think, with Trump versus Camilla
Well,
to be in
I try to
office.
stay out of-
I'm not trying
out
to
of
be
the- out of
political. I'm
the
just
political-
reporting what happened.
But
I'm not
I-
picking a side.
I am. I agree with the guy. I
But-
got myself in trouble there.
Yeah, don't do that. But the thing is, he got 4 multiple offers, and he already sold it. He sold it literally in 1 week.
Cool.
The day after the election.
Awesome.
Okay, isn't that crazy?
All right, we're going to call it a video.
All right.
We're at 38 minutes.
All right.
And I got to do an intro.
Okay.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
See you in the next video.
See ya.
Bye.